All right, sweet. Happy Tuesday. Let's do some Pilates. I'm going to start on our mat. I'm going to vary it up and face the other way. Very exciting. Take the legs up into a tabletop to start. Inhale, take your arms up as well. And we're going to do little beats with our arms. And we're going to take our legs out for 5 and then in for 5. Waking everything up. We're going to do 4 more sets of this. So like 4 more outs and ins. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And then in. Take the upper body, the torso down. Lift your arms into the air. Press the shoulders into the mat. We're going to do a little dead bug. So take the arms out behind you as you straighten one leg and then the other. Really aim to get those arms nice and behind you, because that's what makes your abs work a little bit more. And check in with your spine. You don't want your lower back to be arching. You want it to be in a nice neutral position. Exhale as you come on out. Inhale as you come back in. Great work. Last 2. Last 1. Take the legs down onto the mat. Press through the feet into a little bit of a bridge so that you can feel a bit of a stretch across the hip flexors. Try and keep the knees aligned over the toes where they are. Don't let them fall in or splay out. Let's lift one more time. And then lower. We're going to take our legs out. Well, and then we're going to take one, bring it up. And we're going to do leg circles. I know we've done it in the bridge place before, but this time we're just going to do them while on the mat. So we're going to do tiny circles with our legs in one direction, using the core to control it. Also, when I said the bridge place, it reminded me of that show, The Good Place, for some reason. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's excellent. I would recommend it. That was like one of the TV iterations of quarantine. There's been so many. Take it the other way, small circles. And take the leg down and then send it out. We're going to take the other leg and lift it up to the ceiling. Tiny circles in one direction, controlling it with the abs. Try to keep the torso stable. You don't want to have the racking. You just want to keep everything where it is and keep the hip of the lower leg on the mat. Tiny little circles. They can be bigger, but the goal is to control them. And then circle them the other way. And take the leg down. Whew, great job. We're going to take one leg, bring it up to our chest, pull it in, lift our torso, lift the other leg, and pulse twice. And then pulse twice again. You can also grab under on the thigh if that's better for you. Keep the torso lifted, looking down kind of onto your chest between your legs. to protect your neck so it's not straining. Excellent work. Keep it going. You can always decide how high or low you want your legs. Lower takes a little bit more abdominal control, so you want to make sure that you're doing that if you feel like you are able to control and keep your pelvis in position where your back's in neutral, your lower back. Let's do 4 more, and then we'll straighten our legs and do the same thing. Last 4, last 2, last 1. Now we're going to take the same pulsation. I invented the word pulsation, though I will Google it after because I'm actually curious if that's actually a word. And we're going to just do it with straight legs. Excellent work. Keep going. Reminder, you can grab anywhere but your knee joint. Don't grab your joint, but you can grab here if you're having a hard time reaching, or your shin calf. Let's do 8 more. Take the feet down, hug them to your chest, give yourself a little bit of a back massage, and let's push up into a bridge again. Lower down. Let's take the arms up and behind us this time as we bridge. Lower down, and let's do that one last time. Bridge. And lower down. Excellent, excellent work. Okay, we are going to turn onto our side and do some sort of plank-esque things. It looks like we lost someone. That's okay. No, Santa. So we're gonna come up, basically have our shoulder in line with our wrist, and then our leg closest to our arm is like a kickstand. I guess you can call it a kickstand, like a bike. Hand on our hips, stacking our shoulders. We're gonna lift the opposite leg up in the air. We're gonna flex the foot forward and then point it back. Flex the foot forward, point it back. We'll do this for 10. Try and keep the foot level. I'm not being perfect about that, but try not to let it drop. And 10. Lower and lift it now for 10. We're gonna do a pointed foot today. I know often I've been doing flex, but today we're gonna bury it up and do pointed foot, knees facing forward. Last 2, last 1. Lower yourself down. Shake it out, flip yourself around, do the hokey pokey, yada yada, and let's do the other side. Up, she's back. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I think we're all good now. Let me just make sure you guys are in the class.
Sorry, my computer decided to restart.
Oh, no worries. I figured something like that happened, so I was kind of keeping an eye out for like when I would see the let me in thing. So, okay. So where were we? Okay, so we're on this side now. So we're rising into our kind of sort of plank, shoulder and wrist aligned. Lower leg near the arm is our kickstand. By kickstand, I'm gonna go with that. I like it. You can have the foot wherever it feels comfy to keep you supported. We're gonna lift the leg up. We're gonna flex it forward and point it back. Trying, if you can, to keep it level and not let it drop. And try to remember the flex forward and point back. Sometimes I think I forgot that on the last side. It's hard to remember it all. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. And now we're going to lower and raise for 10. Pointed foot this time. This is our last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Take it down. Whew, you probably felt something in those glutes. Excellent, excellent work. We're going to do one of my faves next. We do rolling like a ball because it's awesome. Reminder, slight little curve in your lower back. It's called a C curve so that you're not arching it. It's protecting your lower back. The rest of the back is straight. You yourself are in a ball, hence rolling in a ball. You roll back, you come up, you balance yourself, and then you do it again. Make sure that you stop yourself using your core, right, with that momentum. You can also take the arms out if you'd like. And take a little longer balance in between if you want to challenge yourself in that way. If this feels easy, you can do an open leg rocker, which just means that you, what's it called? You take the legs out, like this. And you do the same thing again, but you hold it here. So if the first one doesn't feel like a challenge, this is your next challenge to surmount. Wherever you're at, make sure you are stopping and balancing. Otherwise, you're just having fun, like swinging, which is really awesome, but not ever good. And make sure you're rolling straight back with your head facing front. Don't look to the side of the camera. Not great for your neck. We don't want to have any injuries. Let's do a couple more. Maybe 3 more this time. And again, you can be in this position. You don't have to do open leg rocker. That was just an option. So let's assume we're all here, holding. Take the legs out to a full boat pose from our yoga. If you're feeling dangerous and you want to come to straight legs, you can, or you can stay here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Take it down. We're going to take the legs out into a very light straddle, so it's not necessarily your fullest straddle. It's kind of like a mini straddle for saw. So sit up nice and tall on the sit bones. Feet are flexed. Arms are out. You're going to rotate. First, we'll just do a straight rotation, just to do a little rotation. And then we'll add the second part that makes it the saw. So we're going to rotate. Send yourself down. I guess like this is your saw cutting. Still don't get why this looks like a saw. Take it up, come center. Granted, I'm also not someone who has done a lot of sawing, except for like tech ed in 8th grade and 7th grade. So maybe it is like a saw. Send it to the other way. Take it down to the outside of your foot, your pinky toe. Twist, nice and long. Let's do a few more. You're also getting some hamstring stretching here as well as that nice twist. And the dynamic ab work. Let's do 4 more. Well, really 2 more because it's 2 sides. Last one on each side. Last one on the other side. Take everything down, shake it out. Bring the legs in for a moment. Let's just come to a nice butterfly and round forward and just relax into it for a moment as a little break. You can always use your arms to push the stretch further, or you don't have to. That is up to you. All right. We're gonna come down on our side. We're gonna give ourselves a little bit of a bend, so we're not like 100% like in a straight line, like a plank. We're moving our legs in just a little bit. And we're going to, do it again maybe. We're gonna push up and reach towards our toes and push down. Not really push down, but slide up towards the toes and then come down. So my feet are lifted off the ground the whole time, and I'm rising up to meet them. Excellent work. We're gonna keep going. That was about 10. We'll go for 15. 14 and 15. Now we're going to straighten out to our full plank. Take our top leg, plop it in front, flex our bottom foot, and lift up and lower, thinking about pressing our heel up towards the ceiling and our toes down towards the floor. So meaning not this, but this. Great work. We'll do 5 more. And 1. And we're going to swing it around to the other side. You guys can just roll over if you want. I just don't like not showing you my face. My face. So we come to the other side. Again, you're not quite in your full like plank situation. You're going to let the legs now come into a tiny little bit of an L, like a very small L. So you're almost in a plank, but not quite. And you're going to lift and reach towards those legs and lower. We're doing 15 of these. Somehow I feel like we did more than 15 on the other side, but maybe they just take a while. Like I did count, unless I talked too much first. But either way, we're doing 15 here. And try and do it from the abs. If you rely too much on your hand, your mat may slide a lot. So it's a good like reminder to keep it, your arm is there, but it's not like bringing you up like a crutch. It's kind of just like a support. We're almost there. Two more. And last one, nice and long. Take it down. Now come out to your full extended to the side, so no more L, taking the legs out. Drop that front foot in front. Other foot, you're gonna flex it. Think about raising that heel towards the ceiling, toes toward the floor. So flexed foot, nice strong flexed foot. We're gonna lift it and we're gonna lower it. I still love this exercise because it looks like we're just chilling. Last 3, last 2, last 1, and lower. We're gonna roll onto our stomachs because we are conveniently basically there. And we are going to do some Superman and Superman adjacent exercises, as I like to call them. So we're gonna first think about keeping our legs about hip width apart. I'm turning my legs out slightly. That really gets you into the glutes a bit more. You're gonna press into the mat with your pelvis. And we're gonna lift up behind us. And then we're gonna do some butterfly wings. So each time we reach back, it's a reminder to come up a little higher, a little longer. If this feels like a lot, you can always lower in between reps. Or you can have one arm down as a support and just take turns. That's a great modification. Let's do a few more little butterfly wings. Now take one arm back, look towards your hand. Take the other arm back, look towards your hand, and lower down. Keep your head on your hands as a nice pillow. You're gonna lift your legs up. Take the heels together to touch them, take them out and lower. Pressing that pelvis in, take it up, heels together, heels out and lower. Up, together, out, and lower. Let's do 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Take the arms and the legs out, and we're going to come into a Superman. So think long like a mermaid. So bring both things like your limbs out and up, like a mermaid or like a reverse rainbow arc. Hold for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Lower it down with control. Take the hands right underneath the shoulders. Push yourself up. Send yourself back into a nice child's pose. Pressing into the heels. When you're ready, walk your hands out towards one side. So I'm like inching them to the side. So I'm getting a stretch in the shoulder and a little bit in the side that I'm moving away from. Take it back front. Walk the hands in the other direction now. And bring yourself back center. Let's take the hands alongside our legs now. And we're going to rise into all fours for a little bit of cat and cow to wrap up. So now that we've done some ab work, it's going to feel really nice to arch, and you'll feel a stretch across your six-pack muscles, your rectus abdominis. Feels awesome. I love that stretch. Round your back. Feels good too. Woo. Arch and round. You might want to take the heels, not the heels up. Sorry, these are called toes. The toes off the mat. If it feels good to flex them, just give them a little bit of love. Maybe on Thursday we'll do a little bit of this for our regular abs class. When we lift the knees and really challenge ourselves. All right, sit down in front. Excuse me. Let's take ourselves to a nice side bend. Make sure to keep the opposite hip on the floor. Don't let it like come up, so only go as far as you can go without doing that. Lift yourself up to the ceiling again, other way. Nice side bend. Feels so good. Lift yourself up. Let's do that one more time. This time open up through that chest. Let's do the opposite of what we do at our desks, where we close down through the chest and really open it up. Send yourself front and rise. Other way. Nice bend again. Open up through your chest. Feels so good. Bring yourself back in and lift. Let's take our head to one side. Just gently drop the ear, thinking still long as you drop it. Come up, drop to the other side. And lift. Head towards one side. Head towards the other side. And let's just roll the shoulders all the way back up front and down. Roll them the other way. And now just sit up tall for a moment. Make a mental note of what this feels like and try and bring your good posture throughout your workday, because it's so easy to not. I do it all the time. Like I do other things, like I tutor, and I'll find myself sitting like this. This is terrible for you. So when you can, try and think about the posture outside of class. That's for me too. It's for all of us. Really, really important. So cool. Thanks for coming. I think we lost. Did we lose Anna? Oh, no, we didn't. Okay, my Zoom is just being strange. Usually it shows all the people,